Hey everybody, welcome to the Skein Scoop.
I'm Justine.
I'm Lori.
And we are coming to you from Skein Yarn Shop in East Greenwich, Rhode Island. And it's episode 37.
It's episode 37. Yes, we're cruising.
Cruising. This is less than 2 weeks from the last episode.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh. It was August 11th.
Oh. Hmm.
We are
Very
2
good.
days early, friends.
Mm-hmm.
Today is Wednesday, the 23rd of August.
Mark this date down in history. We're early for
Early
something.
for a podcast. I'm early frequently. Just want to point that out.
No comment.
No comment needed.
I'm early occasionally.
Mhm.
I was here before you today.
You were.
Doesn't happen often.
So welcome. This is a knitting podcast where we talk about our knitting and crocheting sometimes. Today I do have a thing to share. We talk about projects that we want to work on, and we talk about yarn because this is a yarn shop.
That's right.
And guys, buckle up. We have so much yarn.
So we have a lot of yarn. And you know what else is great? We have a lot of yarn on sale.
Crazy sale going on.
Clearance sale.
Clearance sale.
We'll talk about that later.
But it's online too, so you can like have us up on your TV while you're looking at the sale on your phone.
While you're browsing.
Okay. When you go to skeinyarnshop.com, you can click on shop, and then there's a summer clearance sale tab, and it'll take you right to all the yarns that are on sale.
It will. And I talked to I sent an email to the marketing people, so to make it easier to find, although it's pretty easy to find. It's right there.
Yeah.
So I apologize for the things that don't have pictures. We're working on it.
It's hard. And new things are coming every day, and I haven't been here.
No. I'm sure the people can tell by the lack of social media because
sorry.
I'm not. Oh, no. I didn't mean it that way. I just mean that I am, it's not my specialty.
It's I've had it with summer.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
When are those kids going back to school?
So they go back after Labor Day, which is just like,
You know, was it that way when you were in school? Because
I feel like it was. I mean, in Somerset, where I worked in Somerset, the teachers came back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday before Labor Day, and the kids started after Labor Day. And I thought that was like whatever.
kind of makes sense,
It's
you know.
very frustrating. I mean, I like my friend Becca, her kids go back to school next week, but only a few days in the middle of the week and like a half day or something. I don't know. I think that it makes sense that it starts after Labor Day because then you keep the momentum going, except there's a lot of holidays. There's a lot of Jewish holidays, and East Greenwich takes off Jewish holidays. So that happens, although it seems like there's only one Jewish holiday in September, Yom Kippur. It's on the 25th, if you want to know. I already know.
I already know that I'm actually going to be away for Rosh Hashanah, which could be on the weekend, which is why it's not being taken off from school. It could be on a Saturday.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it ever, like, it doesn't. Never mind. We don't have to talk about it. You can tell me all about how the days happen.
Yes.
Off the
So
podcast.
actually, when I was a kid in Rhode Island, at least in East Greenwich, or maybe not East Greenwich, I grew up in Warwick. No Jewish holidays were taken off from school. So the fact that my kids had them, it was kind of like, ooh.
In Somerset, we didn't take off Jewish holidays, but if you were Jewish, you could take it off, obviously.
Right.
And my friend Ira, who is one of the most hardworking men I know, he always felt really guilty about that. And I was like...
About taking it off? That's ridiculous.
Because it happens, well, for music stuff, our schedule didn't happen, you know, it wasn't like we saw the kids that often. So he felt really guilty.
Oh, well, that makes...
Because
you were a special.
Yeah, because then the kids wouldn't get... And it wasn't like general music, he did strings. So the kids would like miss the whole first week of lessons, and it was hard. It was really hard for him. Anyway, shout out to Ira.
There you go. Hi, Ira.
He was my work husband, and I miss him so much. I'm gonna go see him play this weekend.
Nice. Nice. What kind of band does he play in?
Well, he's a bassist, and so he and another one of our coworkers, Bob, Bob's a singer and a guitar player, and they just gig around in the summertime.
That's
It's very
awesome.
cute.
I love that.
I love them.
Speaking of music,
Mm-hmm.
on Sunday,
Yeah, I noticed you were at an event.
Yes, it was. I have to say, it was such a great weekend because I had family in.
Mm-hmm.
My cousins were here from Chicago and New York, and I never get to see them. They're
Aw.
brother and sister, and so they were here with their kids and their families, and it was just really, really lovely.
Where'd you go to dinner?
We went to dinner several places. So we did go to the Oyster Bar.
Sure.
We went to the Oyster Bar the first night they were in on Thursday. Where else did we go? We went to Angelo's. What is it? Civita Farnese. It's really just Angelo's. On Federal Hill in Providence.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to them. And then Saturday we did pizza from Twisted. And so Sunday we went, it was just, the weather was perfect.
Yeah.
It was so perfect. Did you come home on Sunday?
We came home on Sunday. We were going to come home on Saturday from New Hampshire, but we were in New Hampshire for the whole week, and the weather was pretty
Terrible.
bad the whole week we were there.
Yeah.
And so we decided Sunday was looking like the best day, which it was. Started off a little chilly, but ended up, lovely.
Well,
it's hard to leave. It's hard to leave when it's like that.
It was, the weather was so gorgeous here the whole day. And so we started off with breakfast at the Cozy Grill in Coventry.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody kind of went their separate ways, and we went to Barrington to Chris and Brian's, and we had the best time, and it was just relaxing.
Where was
and
the concert that you went
the
to?
concert was on Barrington Beach.
Oh, how fun.
It was just the best day. It was such a good day.
I love days like that in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
There's always a lot of things. I last night there was a kids band playing at Academy Field.
Oh, fun.
And they did it was all catered to little kids, and one of my friends was like, you should come. And then my kids were monsters. So I said no.
Wow.
But there's always stuff like that. There's
that.
always fun little summer things, and I can't wait for them to be I know I'm not supposed to rush them being little.
I know.
But I can't wait for the time when I could be like, you want on a whim, let's go walk around and go, explore and stop at a new place or whatever. But we're not there yet.
No.
It's tricky.
But you will get there.
I know.
And it'll be here before you know it.
I know. That's what everybody says.
I know. Listen,
Charlotte,
I remember.
Charlotte is having the worst vacation hangover ever. She doesn't want to get out of her pajamas ever. And her new phrase, you're going to love this.
Oh, gosh.
Leave me alone.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
She's 3.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Oh, my gosh.
She's brutal.
All I know is that I was cracking her up because
Her stinky pigs.
her stinky pigs, her stinky
She
feet.
just goes from being super sweet and cuddly, and then all of a sudden she's like, stop looking at me, and you're like, she's a 3-nager.
She's a 3-nager. I've never heard that one.
That's Charlotte. She's that. We had a nice vacation. I got a pretty significant amount of knitting done.
Good.
And my sister finished her sweater.
I saw.
She said to me, she's like, I don't have anybody that I could call and tell them that I finished. And I was like, well, you called Lori.
Yeah.
And she was like, I know.
Thanks,
but
Kristen.
she was thinking she wanted to call Grandma and be like,
yeah.
Grandma, I finished. So my sister finished her sweater, and if I had a picture, I'd put it in
And
right
it's
here.
beautiful.
It's a lovely Felix.
But you will have a
pullover.
picture, and you could put it in later.
I could. I don't have a picture of it, and she would have to put it on, and then.
Oh, that's right. I'm thinking video, but.
Yeah, it was on a, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Anyhow.
I'm glad for some of the summer things to be coming to an end, and one of those summer things being my children at home.
I won't tell you some of the choice words that have been said around the shop while you've been away about your children.
last night.
Children is one word for them.
Last night I was like, next year you're both going to camp the whole time.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yep. There's only so many like bribed ice cream cones I can handle. You know? Anyway.
I'm thinking about all the things I could say right now about summer and how my family has handled it in the past, but it's like so un-PC now that I feel like I can't.
Okay.
So I'm gonna not.
Let's just skip that. Well, we have today to talk to you about a few things that we want to show for finished objects that we didn't make.
Yes.
We want to share our whips.
Yeah, because I don't think I have I do not have any finished objects.
I don't either. Some cast on dreams and then some shop news. But before we get too far into it, I think that both Lori and I were both completely overwhelmed with gratitude after our visit with Kevin and Ray last weekend. Was that last weekend?
From Needles at the Ready, for those of you not familiar, which is difficult to imagine, but I can't believe it was a week and a half ago.
Literally just like the greatest day. I got to New Hampshire that night and I said, I just had the greatest day. We just had such a good time. So Kevin and Ray came to visit. We, if you watch their podcast, they talked about like all their favorite parts of the weekend. I got emotional.
I actually seriously got, I got very choked up when I saw their podcast. And I feel like particularly Kevin got a little choked up.
I think Ray was just distracted by the bird.
Skylar.
Skylar. Hi, Skylar.
Hi.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Yeah.
We have a pet in here too. Griffin's on the floor.
Speaking of being distracted.
He's very distracting. He's just laying there.
Yeah, he is.
We'll show you at the end.
Yeah. We shouldn't disturb
But
him
yeah,
now.
Kevin and Ray came. We met with them at Rhinebeck last year. Said, you should
very quickly.
Yeah, said you should come to the shop. Some of our customers
I was just
really
gonna say,
plugged us.
We really need to thank our customers,
amazing customers
who are our friends.
Really pushed for them to come, and I think that it's safe to say that they had a really lovely time.
I think they did. I think so.
Some of the things, though, maybe I'll have to pull a clip and post it on Instagram, because
that's what I was actually going to tell you to do that.
Kevin and Ray both, without us telling them
or asking them,
but like telling them what your like vision and the vision of the shop and like the ideas of community and being the heart of the shop is like the people being at this table that we love and spending time and building relationships and community, and that's just super important. And I think that they nailed the feel and the vibe of the shop so perfectly without us ever like saying this is our goal or this is the intention or this is what we dream it to be. And I think that was really cool. It means
it was extremely gratifying. You said that at the beginning of, when we first started talking about this, and gratifying is the word, because, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
She left.
Oh, she might never come back. It's all right, bud.
Griffin, come here, baby. It's okay.
Buddy.
Come here, it's okay.
It's okay. Oh, I feel really bad for that lady. And this is why we don't normally have the dog in the shop. So if you've never been here, just to let you know, the only reason the dog is here is because we are closed and trying to do a podcast.
Hi, puppy.
Come here, bud. Come here. Oh, he's a good boy.
He's a good puppy dog.
Oh.
He's so handsome.
Oh. All right. Right in the middle of our heartfelt,
I know,
treatise on oh gosh, look who's there.
Grandma.
Oh, I didn't know that. Hi, Nana.
So yes, it was very gratifying.
Yes, that is to say that it's You want to come say hello? Yeah.
Okay, yes,
You
you can go around.
Go ahead.
She's ready to leave.
My mother-in-law's here. You sure you don't want to come and make a guest appearance?
Like this?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So
Like this.
the whole weekend was just spectacular. Our dinner Friday night was amazing.
Yes.
And I think it was cute that they both were like acknowledging that maybe oh, look who's calling me. Hi Laura, can't answer the phone. I think it's really funny that they both acknowledged that it was like maybe gonna be weird, or we weren't sure because we'd only met them for like a very brief amount of time. But within minutes, it just felt like we were hanging out with friends.
Yes.
Drinking French martinis.
That's right.
And living our best life.
We had a really, really good time. And I was then a little concerned because I didn't
That's our favorite restaurant.
it is. And it just didn't even occur to me, which it should have. But I'm thinking they're New Englanders. They love seafood. They're going to want oysters. And then they sit down and they're like, neither of us eat seafood.
And also, I'm allergic to shellfish.
That's right. But
it was awesome.
Found
it was great.
Other great things to eat. And we just had a really, really good time with Gail and Laura and Dawn.
Saturday just felt like the funnest day.
It was.
It was a really
good time.
fun day. It was like, a lot of times like that where we have events at the shop, they're based on selling yarn.
Right.
So I very infrequently and of course the whole purpose of the shop is to sell yarn, but
not the whole purpose.
But you know what I mean? Like, of course, if we're going to have an event, people are going to be buying yarn. Like that's the deal. But I actually got to like sit and chat, and I never get to do that. It was so nice.
Yes. I sat for a little while, but I mean, it's just the vibe here anyway is pretty fun, I think, but it was a special day and everybody knew it. And like, a lot of our regulars were here who don't ever watch a podcast. They don't
even watch us.
And but they came because they knew we were having an event, because that's the kind of people they are.
Mm-hmm.
They had no idea who Kevin and Ray were, but I think Marlene was sitting right next to Ray for part of it, and I think she had the best time.
Everybody, it was so good.
It was a lot of fun.
It was so good. So we're very, very grateful. Kevin and Ray both were like, it's going to be hard for you to keep us away. And I know that's true. I know that they both really like the Red Stag Fibre, so I texted them yesterday to say, hey, don't forget, we have a trunk show in September.
Yeah.
So they'll be back, I'm sure. It wasn't that long of a trip for them. And
no, I think it was about 2 hours.
I think that they just really loved it.
Yeah. I think the only thing I just wanted to like wrap things up with a nice tidy bow is just that when I watched it, so first of all, I was so busy with my family that I had kind of like, we were all during the week, we were like, we can't wait to see the podcast, their podcast. And then when you texted me, you're like, you have to see the podcast. And so I ended up watching it with like several members of my extended family who really don't know anything about yarn or knitting. But everybody watched it, and I was really choked up by their reaction.
I had it on my iPad and I was like knitting quietly and like trying to listen to it, and my sister's like, turn it up, I can't hear what they're saying about you. I was like, oh, okay. Blasted it.
Yeah. So
it was so nice. It was lovely. So
we just loved it. Thank you so much, Kevin and Ray, for coming. It was such a special event for our community.
Talking about the shop too, because it's definitely not gone unnoticed. New subscribers. It made me think about how we don't really know. I mean, we get a lot of views, but we don't really know necessarily who's watching. So if you haven't ever commented before, feel free to comment, because we love to know where you're from. And
I do. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite parts of doing this. I
try to wait like a few days. Not the first day I post like right away. I start looking, but then I like try to wait like 3 or 4 days, and then I like click on newest and read. I do not. I love it.
No, I'm like
Yeah.
I love answering people. You know, it's fun to see like where people are watching us from.
Or how you heard about the podcast. We always appreciate it for subscribers and sharing, and it helps us kind of like reach a new level. So we appreciate it. We're very grateful.
Thank you so much. All right.
Okay. Want to talk about yarn?
Yeah, let's talk about yarn. I'm sure the people are waiting for us to talk about yarn.
I'm sweating, so I have to take this off.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
All right.
So our friend Dawn. Hi, Dawn.
Hi,
Fox.
Dawn.
Dawn made this. This is the Everyday Cowl from Andrea Mallory, and I'll take it off so you can see all the color changes. This is a very beautiful version using the Freia Merino Silk Sport, and the color variation is just super subtle, but you can see, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see it started off really light pink and went to a darker at the bottom. Dawn really loved making this. She said it was a really enjoyable, quick knit. So if you have questions about this, I linked her project page down below so that you can see how much yarn she used and all of that.
I gotta get better about that.
I'm the
worst.
You really do.
I am the worst at Ravelry.
Dawn also made this, oh God, this is so cool.
Yeah.
So this is a Fair Enough cowl, which I'll show you the color work in a second, but this is using DK and Zula, yeah? Sparkle,
yes.
DK, and Zula,
Lucero,
and Fua held double.
Yes.
So we got in a whole shipment of Fua, so be prepared for the Fua parade. Obviously you can use any DK that you want. This is the Fair Enough cowl by, I'm not going to try to say that name.
Where's it? Ooh.
So
Agnieszka?
Sure.
Whoa.
This is linked down below also. It is amazing. This is the dark, it's okay. The dark green here is the Fua, and it's kind of tricky to tell, but it makes it so soft because all of those strands are getting held behind. So it just adds that coziness to your neck. It's awesome. This would be a perfect special gift for someone.
It sure would.
So those are two finished objects, and then
do we want to show the Fua now?
Sure, while we're talking about it, and
sure.
your shawl.
Yes, which is also made out of Fua, which is by Rachel of Moondrake Co. And it's also held double. So this is this has been a very popular pattern through the winter. Moon Bumps shawl,
wrap?
Moon Bumps wrap. I think it's the wrap. Moon Bumps wrap by Maxime Cyr or Max the Knitter. I'm sure many of you are familiar with them. They're kind of close together.
I know, it's because you're gonna yell at me if I try to scooch out of the way.
Well, just, you know, makes me feel like I might smell or something. So here it is. So I made this with Fua held double in the electric lilac color, which we did just get in. And then the bumps, these bumps right here are Feederbrook Farms Entropy DK. And this is a very fun pattern. You are going to be learning something different. Don't be intimidated by it. It's not difficult.
It's just different and new.
And it's so wearable. And it's got these lovely tassels at the end.
That Barbara made.
That Barbara Lyons made. Because she loves me.
So this is just some of the colors of Fua that we just got in. They're so good.
Yeah.
Oh, I could take a bath in this.
Okay. I know.
So this is Barbie Pink.
Yeah, that's a color, you know, obviously a new color that we didn't have before.
Coral.
We had that one before.
The Fua is 315 yards for 50 grams. It's 70% brushed cashmere and 30% superwash merino. Sand. I love that color. Bright orange. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a new color too.
This is electric blue.
This is a color we've never had. I love this color.
I love this color too. Mint.
mint.
And I pulled periwinkle. So this is not all of the Fua colors that we have. They will be
25 colors
up on the website very shortly. But it goes fast, especially if you were looking to make Andrea Mallory's Rhinebeck sweater, the tessellated vest or pullover, is that what she calls them? You can use Fua. It would be perfect for it. In fact, one of our customers, she tried to do it with another mohair, and it just wasn't fluffy enough. So I think the Fua really adds something to it. So if you're looking for that, we've got it for you.
Another thing that you might want to consider using this for, that our friend Gail she's almost done with the field sweater by Camilla Vod.
I have a picture of it.
I'm sure many of you are familiar with it because some crazy number of people have favorited it on Ravelry.
So this is Gail's. Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
This is Gail's. It's made out of the Patagonia as the white, and then that green and the yoke is Fua. It's
stunning.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's perfect. She liked this. Gail liked using this better than mohair because we tried a bunch of different things. Yeah, it's fluffier. So, and we will be, making other things. I will be making a hat, actually. I'll talk about that in future Cast On Dreams with the Fua and Sparkle because
excellent.
Why not?
Yeah, for real. You're in a hat mood.
I'm in a hat kind of craze right now.
Okay, let's talk about our whips, what we're currently knitting on.
Yes.
So let me do this first. So
okay.
I put in a bit of work on my crochet granny stripe blanket while we were away.
You are coming along.
Yeah, so I've decided after watching Nitty Natty did one just like this, and she made hers 140 stripes of colors. So I'm at 50. But you
That's amazing.
See my cute little progress keeper cassette tape from Kitty with a Cupcake. You know what I was thinking? I was gonna ask your opinion.
Okay. Do it
I
now.
I have 2 advents that are coming.
Okay.
Plus sock striping ones.
Okay.
Should I use one of my advents to add stripes in to my blanket? They're 20-gram minis, and I use about 14 to 15 grams per stripe.
I say yes.
Now the Emma's yarn last year.
But you add them in randomly.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Because if I tried to do them
no, that would be weird.
It would be very, because this is so
it's so random.
So, but look how long it's getting. It's getting so big.
It's so big.
I'm in the middle of a row, but crochet doesn't
matter. It's
matter.
so good, Justine.
I love it. And now it's getting kind of long enough where I can leave it on my lap and I love it so much. I'm so happy with it. And crocheting is very meditative for me because I have to look at my hands. At least more than with knitting.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So knitting, I can sometimes I get distracted more when I'm knitting because I'm looking around and doing other things and thinking about, whereas with this, I'm focused on one thing. So
yeah.
So while we were away, I knit I crocheted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm on my 7th one. So that's pretty good.
It's so good.
It takes, it's
someday I'm gonna learn. I think I say that every time you show this blanket.
I love this blanket.
I love it.
I can't wait for it to be it's like one of those, because it's more substantial thickness wise. It's one where you can just kind of toss it around, I absolutely love it.
Your kids are going to fight over this.
My sister said, she said that she thinks I should, how I have a lot of purples in a row here. She's like, maybe do that again. Maybe not with purples, but a different color. But yeah, it's very random. I mean,
are you, how random? Are you not looking and picking colors?
No. So I have I have a ton in a basket, and then I just pulled through a few of my favorites, and I just have them in here. And then I do hold it up to the I'll pull this one out and say, well, I think that's okay,
Yep.
Do you recognize this color?
I do. Is that, wait.
It's yours.
From what?
It's spun right round. It's the color that you did
Oh,
in your,
yeah.
I found it in the back.
In
and
my
I was
Amber
like,
O'Brien shawl.
this is in the back. It's coming in my
I
blanket.
love this.
And I'm going to make a yarn cozy out of the rest
You
of
know
it.
you can take whatever's back there.
Well, I knew that it was in that basket for a reason. And I was like, dude, this is going in my blanket. Look, it's right here.
Aw.
It's that one right there.
I'm trying to remember what the name of it was.
It's something really fun, and I was hoping you were going to remember the name because I can't remember the name.
It's not gossip. It was.
The gray was Reaper's Rags.
I can't remember. I'll remember it. I'll text you at
Socket?
2 in the morning. No.
Pop Rocks.
Nope.
Pop something.
No. Maybe.
Okay.
No. Glitter Bomb.
Glitter
I
Bomb.
am amazing.
I did want to say I haven't
In case you didn't know.
I haven't worked on this this week, but I really quickly want to point out that we have gotten this yarn in. So this is the Wool Addicts Move sock yarn, and we got this, including this color in. I thought I saw over there. So if you're looking for an amazing textured,
It's really good.
yeah, it's so pretty.
Look at my mermaid nails. Go with that a little.
Yeah, they do.
I wasn't even planning on mermaid nails.
How can you not plan on them?
You know
Okay.
what? I get, you know me, I get decision fatigue, and then I go to get my nails done, and I let Tracy do whatever she wants.
Yeah, I did not. Today I went and got my nails done, and I said, dude, I want this, okay?
Now, sometimes I do plan it ahead, and it's really good, but I could, you know, I could tell she was like this.
You're late. Sit down.
I wasn't late. I was exactly on time,
That's so
but I
good.
was taking a long time deciding. All right. You guys are getting sick of this. I don't blame you. But at least
no
I'm
one
going to
is
be
getting sick of it.
easily spotted at Rhinebeck because everybody's going to have memorized what it is.
All right,
I've
friends.
just done a lot. Okay?
Look at you.
I've done a lot. Maybe you can't tell.
All right, you have to move this progress keeper now.
No, I'm doing it with these.
But the progress keeper is to show what you did from the last podcast.
Oh. I
So-
can't think about these things. Miss, make sure you get both legs, and then you didn't on your project.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. Now we'll be able to see how much
right.
you did.
So I really, really hope that by the next podcast, I will be done with the body.
Guys, Skein Sheep Along.
Yes.
That is the sheep camp sweater by the Native Knitter. And I got FOMO and cast mine on, and Lori hasn't seen it yet.
You cast it
I
on?
did yesterday. You ready?
You cast it on yesterday? Oh, I'm going to, like, am I going to throw up by how much you've done? Oh my God. You're such a loser. You're like the fastest knitter ever.
Okay. Oh, it's so good. Guess what this is called? Justine's pink.
I
That's
love
what Sam
that.
called it. Okay, so we're both using Beachy Breeze fibers. We did not talk about that. Her Delta worsted color. My color, the gray, is called Too Small for a Mouse. And my hot pink
So good.
is called Justine's
love
Pink
it.
because it's a custom dye. And it is so good.
It is so good. It makes me so happy. It is so good.
Okay, so
Oh, look at those little dark speckles in there. I love that.
know. So I told her I didn't want it to be like flat, and she delivered.
And by she, we mean Sam.
Yeah. So there we go.
Oh, it's just really good.
I am obsessed. I really love it. Very happy. I would have loved the cranberry, but
you love this more.
really love the pink. This is reminding me, I'm using my Big Sully.
Yes.
So Kevin and Ray got Big Sullys.
Yes, they did. They were gifted those big Sullys by some lovely people.
And so these Big Sullys are amazing. And
We are, I think, sold out. I think that one is spoken for.
okay. We can get more Big Sullys.
We are getting more big
We're
Sullys.
getting more Big Sullys. And I just want to share a couple things because whenever we sell these to people, I always kind of give my own hints on them after using them. I find them to be incredibly helpful, especially for color work. It never gets tangled up if you're consistent in how you're holding your yarn in your hand. But you'll notice in mine, I'm not using that dowel.
Same.
So it's really important to save it for when you do want to use it. But I decided not to use the dowel because sometimes it gets like annoying to like, it doesn't always pull very smoothly. So if you have a big sully and you are getting frustrated with it, I just wanted to point that out. You can take that whole thing out, and then when you leave them in, put them in with the divider. If you're using one big ball for something and you want to use this like to keep your yarn contained or just to have it easily like rolled out, you could take out the divider. But when you're working with the two yarns, you do not need to use the dowel. You can have them separated.
There's also a ruler that can go in there that it's up to you whether or not you want it there.
Yeah,
I don't use that.
I took mine out. And then when you seal it, because I mean, they roll anyway. You don't need that thing. It pulls out perfectly easily, and that's great. Also, this rubber I also like to tell people, if you are using the dowel, be really careful because these circle things on the side sometimes pop off, and if you lose that, you're SOL. Shit out of luck. Beep. Then that's where this purple thing comes in handy if you're using the dowel, because it'll help hold that in place.
Right.
And then this non-stick grip thing comes off for a reason so that you can stick your notions and stuff inside there.
Which is brilliant.
It's super, super smart. So I just wanted to point that out because Kevin and Ray were like kind of experimenting and playing with it, and I just wanted to share. We will have more of them. We love them. If you have any questions, just let us know.
Yes, they are very difficult to keep in stock.
Yeah, once we get them, they're gone.
So don't worry. So if you're like, oh, why aren't they in stock now, which I totally get, just keep an eye out, because when we get them in stock, we will put it on Instagram and Facebook. Obviously, it will be on the website. So just, if you're following us, you will see. And if you know you want one, pre-order one. You can call us and we'll put one on hold for you.
Do you notice anything else different about my sweater?
Oh yeah. Yep, ribbing as opposed to a rolled neck.
I chose to do some ribbing. Oh, we're closed.
I'll go tell them.
I chose to do ribbing because I wanted to, and I don't really love a rolled neck. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. We're going to finish back up. Sorry for the interruption.
Yes.
But for you, nothing has happened.
That's right.
Welcome back.
For us, plenty.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're very sorry. If you ever come to the store and we are closed, but in here, we're very sorry. Maybe we should start podcasting over there where we can't be in eyesight. It's just,
yeah.
Anyway, that was fine. It was lovely to meet those ladies.
Listen, it's the price of being famous. So.
All right, so we finished talking about our sheep camps, and now I have one more. Well, I have a million more, but I can show you one more thing that I have actively been working on. I did a lot of work on this.
Hopefully everybody knows that I was completely sarcastic about being famous.
This is my Alpine Bloom sweater, and I knit
Oh my gosh. All that?
all this from the last podcast. So this is in yarn Barocco's Lannis Light and Noro Silk Garden Sport Solo. I will say that the number or the yardage for the contrast color is way off on what the pattern says, because I had to buy 2 skeins and I have a ton left. of the first skein. So not a ton, but plenty.
Wait.
It had,
You bought 2 skeins,
Mhm.
but you didn't break into the second?
No.
Oh,
but I will be making something else out of that without a doubt. And
okay.
all that's left over
It's
there.
so pretty.
Yeah, I think
I
I
mean,
want to
like-
make the Lento sweater holding it with Fua Fua. I mean, why not, you know?
Seriously.
So this, yeah.
It's so good.
The only really good thing about, I mean, not that this is not good, but I'm looking forward to this one. It'll be easier to finish because it's short sleeves.
Yeah. Absolutely. Who doesn't love
And
that?
I have to admit something to you. Gail made this too in black with the same color pink, and
Mhm.
she did the regular neckline.
And you like it?
Sort of like it. However, I also love a ribbed neckline.
Listen, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It's completely fine with the ribbed neckline, and I'm very
Worried it's
proud
gonna
of
be
you
too
for
small.
admitting that you were.
I'm not wrong.
Oh,
I wasn't wrong. Just saying that I also like it.
You also like it.
I wasn't wrong though. I mean, let's
I
not
can't
go
even
too,
believe you can say that word.
let's not go too far.
Yes, let's not get crazy.
Let's not get crazy here, okay? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
All right. Should I talk about
Yeah, let's talk
this?
about your.
Okay, so I've been on a little bit of a hat craze because
It all started.
it all started with this sparkle from Lang Yarns. Okay, come on, people. Lang Payets, and since our last podcast, we have gotten in several new colors. So the color that I used in that wonderful hat
This is the
this one.
what is this hat called?
So that hat is the Minimalist Hat by
Minimalist Hat.
Minimalist
by
Hat
Church
by
Mouse
Church Mouse Yarns.
Yarns.
An easier hat you literally cannot find. Isn't it so good?
It's like
So
a puppy or something.
it's really good. I want to put it on because it looks so good. You put it on.
No,
Ugh, I don't want to mess up my hair. Do it.
guys, I look terrible in hats.
It's gonna fit you. No, you don't.
My hair
You
is
look so
awful.
cute. Look how cute you are.
Yeah, totally cool. My head already is big.
All right, should I put it on?
No, it's fine. Everybody saw it last time.
All
Oh,
right.
you already took it down.
took it
You've
down.
committed.
All right, I have.
Half of my problem with hats is that that looks so cute.
So apparently I do have a very kind of a small head.
Yes, you have a very small head.
So
Yeah.
big face, small
I
head.
don't have a big face.
Oh,
What are you
God.
talking about?
Anyway,
Self-deprecation.
So with
Is that what the word is? Or did
think
I just
so.
say farting?
okay, I
Never
don't know
mind.
where that came from. So I think I did the shorter length because you can do a longer length. I did the shorter length, but you could also really just not have the slouch.
So Rachel made one. Did you see hers?
I haven't seen
She
it.
posted it online.
Oh,
and
I gotta
she
see
made
it.
it, and I don't know if she made it. I don't know if she made that particular hat or if she. I just saw it, but
So so the reason why I'm talking about this again is because people have been as
it
good
is.
as
It's a minimalist hat, but hers is more beanie like.
more beanie
It's our
like.
friend Rachel.
It's so cute. What'd she use? Is that Tweety? Sparkle.
Barocco Mochi and Payets.
And I was thinking about doing that too. So let me just grab the Mochi really quickly.
All right, so some of the new things, new colors.
So let's talk about it because this is not an inexpensive hat to make, and I do realize that. With tax, it comes out to about $108. That's not a cheap hat. However, I can tell you that people have been this stuff has been flying out the door because as good as it looks on video, it's even better in person.
Plus, there's something so fun about mixing the colors and finding the thing that matches and making up your set. So you used cashmere light, which is
Correct.
what's here, like stocked on this second row here.
Right.
And
Got
you pulled some
so
of that
many
too. You wanna
colors.
show
Yeah.
that first?
So many colors. So here's navy. Oh, good. And look at this, navy paillettes, navy sparkle. And then we got this lovely color, which is, I knew you were going to go crazy over this. And like Barbie pink, Barbara Lines. Did she buy this or did she buy the black ultimately?
And you have two different kinds of shades of pinks,
So
right?
two different pinks. So this matches it perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay, this is for those of you who want to know, because I'm sure it's going to blow out of here. This is color 39.0085. Ugh, I got some hair in my mouth. So come
That's
on,
awesome.
come on. I like when it came in last Friday and I was like, I couldn't believe it. Here is the darker pink, which I still think you could do with that.
Totally.
And what, okay, with the hair. This one is
390066.
All right. But if you want the one that matches it exactly,
It's
0085. Okay. So then we got the black with the gold. I don't think we had
like,
before.
Seriously,
Oh,
if you
come
put
on.
this with the black,
So good. And then we have, look at this color of cashmere. This is 88.
can you reach that paillette? Oh no, there's one right here.
Yep.
And this is 0088 as well, but 39. So they are the same colorway of the, because they're both laying yarns. Okay.
Right.
So
And then there's
and
another
then there's a lighter version
that you could
that you
still
could
do with
easily
it.
do that with.
And then we got red in. I think that I feel like the red with the, exactly. That's what I would do.
The black and gold.
Or
Just
But wait.
solid gold.
solid gold. Do you remember that show? No, you don't, because you weren't born yet. And
What show is it? Now I have to know.
all right,
Just kidding.
put it in the comments if you remember solid gold. It was like a disco like there were all these disco shows. You were born after disco, right? So, but
But you still love me.
I do. I love you so much.
We haven't been together since the last podcast.
I know.
Other than the weekend with Kevin and Ray.
But here's Mochi, which
This is what
a-
Rachel was using in the picture I showed.
which is lovely, and I'm gonna definitely make a hat with the Mochi
if you're
as
not
well.
watching, I'm so sorry. If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not watching, we have yarn for that, which is Rachel and Kate. Harrison has Kate as a teacher.
Shut the front door. How cute is that?
Kate and Rachel have a podcast, and they just posted that they're podcasting today too. So you can watch
nice.
that. Also, our friends Kristen and Maddie from We Share Needles.
They're back.
They're back. Kristen had a baby. They're back, but they were making they were talking about like they just hit 4,000 subscribers, so they were asking people to like comment about their favorite memories or something, and then right away they talked about how coming to see us, or Kristen was like, I met new people, and Maddie was like, yeah, remember when you went to meet Lori?
Aw,
It was just so nice. So
nice.
I just
That baby is adorable.
I love this little like community of people watching and podcasting, and it's so fun. So if you're
is.
watching other podcasts, definitely check out. We have yarn for that, and We Share Needles.
And others that you like that we don't know about, drop them in the comments below.
We
We
love
love finding new
finding new
podcasts. Another favorite of mine, I love to watch The Knitting Place.
Nitty Natty is on the
Nitty
road.
Natty,
She
yeah.
is off on her van adventure. Hopefully she comes to Skein Yarn Shop when she comes to Rhode Island.
Yes, we are very hopeful about that.
Anyway,
The
the most fun part about all of this Payets stuff is that we can guess what it's going to look like. We can hope, like that we can figure out what we're going to do and what it's going to be, but it's just kind of exciting, and it's not a huge time commitment.
No.
Because you're making a hat.
No, and I'm telling you, anyone who has seen this hat has like loved it and want to make
Can't
it.
you imagine? I just the idea of a sparkle sweater is just like a.
Didn't Tracy from the Grocery Girls make one?
They both have them.
Yeah, the gold. Hers was like a yellow gold.
Goldish color. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, kind of maybe like that. Wait, I just have to show one more because like I gotta show my green. Look, exact match.
Oh, yeah, so good.
Oh,
Really good.
anyway,
But if you wanted to use Mochi, because Mochi is significantly less expensive than the Cashmere Light, a bit more yardage too. You probably only need one ball, yeah.
yeah.
It's covered up on here. I don't know. Anyway,
trying
we
to
have
remember.
lots of options.
I feel like it's 191.
We have lots of options for things that you can pair with, and this little bit of fluff that's added to here is going to.
The whole thing that got this conversation.
I know is that you
started.
have a hat to show. Just this little bit of fluff is going to add to it. So, but that's not Mochi. Tell the people what you got.
This is Enya. This is Lang Yarn's Enya, another less expensive alternative, and it's really good. I love it.
Look at how sparkly that is.
Okay, so
Oh my
here's what I
God.
will tell you because I'm adult and it didn't occur to me. Andra was here yesterday, so Andra is our friend and yarn rep, and we adore her, and she has some just amazing inspiration for projects, and she's just always such a help. She was like, oh, she's like, that's really sparkly. She suggested using the sparkles every other row or every third row. So if you like a little bit of sparkle, but not as much sparkle as this is, I still think it's kind of fun.
It's fantastic.
Then don't carry, drop the sparkle every other row or every
That's brilliant.
third row.
All right, so tell the people what this hat is.
This hat is the Manhattan hat. Thank you, Laura Ross, for suggesting it, by Tori Yu. Or was it Tori
Knits
Knits
NYC.
NYC.
And I love this hat. I love this pattern. It's a ribbed hat.
It's going to be so cute, but it's tall and it like stands up and it comes to kind of like a point.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good.
Yeah.
But you have to do...
People with big heads like me can't wear things like that.
No?
But Charlotte can, even though she has a big head. Oh, it's so cute, Lori.
With all my ends. Wait, let me...
Look at you in your little hat mode.
I am. I'm loving it.
Sock.
Huh? What?
I said you could have finished a sock.
I know.
Do you ever think that when you're knitting on something and you're like, damn,
Yeah,
if I
could've
had
been-
just been doing something like a sock, I would have
Right.
been done by now.
Yeah. I do love this. I'm sorry.
I think it's fantastic. I love
Yeah,
it.
but ultimately I think this
But
is going to
don't
be
go anywhere
double.
with like crazy spotlights or something that blinds people all around you.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
So this is Enya. It would take 2 balls of Enya and it doesn't take the full 2 balls. So I feel like if you get 3 of each, you get 2 hats out of 3 of each. So that's my little hat craze. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Thank you to all of you who sort of tried to understand my rambling questions about crochet shawls / maybe mosaic knitting, blankets, maybe a shawl, but maybe a crocheted one, but maybe a mosaic, but maybe we don't know. And I didn't know, and it was clear that I was very unclear. But I appreciated all the people who Dawn texted me a couple of times. She was like, so and so just came in the shop, suggested you make this, somebody suggested you make this, people were, I think you should try this in the comments. It was very kind, so I appreciate it. I looked at a couple patterns. I have some ideas. I'm thinking the winter birch shawl or the flat iron shawl as my ideas for a potential crocheted project that's not a blanket.
Okay.
I think that that's sort of what was stopping me. Like I want to do something different. And that would be different. I've never done a crocheted shawl, so I think that might be where I start for a crocheted shawl. I'll put a picture of those. The flat iron shawl, I think that's by Tony Lipsy, and the winter birch shawl, I can't remember who the designer is, but I linked the Ravelry things below and I'll put them on the screen. I also really love the Mon Shawl blanket. Schlanket.
Hmm.
It's like a mosaic knitted pattern, and the designer is escaping me. It's God, it's the lady that's known for mosaic knitting.
Oh.
But I'll put that on there too. But I really, I love the idea of having kind of like a wrappy blanket throw kind of thing. So I don't know. We'll see. That's where I'm at. And you have ideas on...
I have ideas
a
about
new hat.
so many things.
Another hat.
So this is Yak, which you know we love, also by Lang Yarns. I will be making a 2x2 hat by Anne Gagnon.
I will be wearing that sweater every day.
Oh my gosh.
I can't wait for it to be...
That sweater is so good. I still want to make my worsted boxy.
Easily my most favorite thing that I have ever made and knit with. I cannot say enough about this yarn. Yeah. I love this yarn.
What was I going to say?
Are you going to hold that with something else?
No, I am not.
Okay.
I am just I'm just, well, no, it's for my friend Jeremy.
Oh.
I promised him a hat at least 3 years ago, probably longer than that.
Shoot,
and
remember when
so,
I promised your aunt a hat?
Oh.
Does she remember?
She probably does, but
Sorry.
She loves you anyway, right, Aunt Myra?
Hi, Aunt Myra.
Right
on top of that, Rose. Do you know that reference?
No.
Don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead?
No. No. I think I saw like 5 minutes
You
of
should
it.
watch that movie. That's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
That and Drop Dead Fred. Although we rewatched that this week.
Why does that sound familiar, Drop Dead Fred?
It does
What's
not
it about?
hold up.
It doesn't hold up.
It holds this little girl who had an imaginary friend named Drop Dead Fred, who was a naughty guy.
That I've seen.
He comes back as when she's a grown up.
Yes.
It's pretty funny, but it didn't hold up for me.
Yeah.
Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead though is
That still holds up.
That's in my top 3 favorite movies.
Okay.
Right on top of that, Rose. That's when she's on the phone and somebody asks her a question. Anyway, sorry.
So Max the Knitter reached out to me recently, and I said he was mentioning that Kevin and Ray came here, and I was like, we'd love to have you come. No, never missing an opportunity.
Yeah.
Just because it's fun. And he said he would love to come to Rhode Island, and then he mentioned a movie reference about Rhode Island that I don't know.
What was it?
Something from Miss Congeniality. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cheryl in Rhode Island.
Yeah. So Miss Congeniality is, oh my gosh, that's a funny movie. You would like it.
Yeah. So I need to watch it now.
They're in the middle of a beauty pageant, and Miss Rhode Island is like the head girl, but she's like super ditzy. And so they ask her like, what's her favorite, like if you had your pick of a perfect day, what would it be? And she thinks about it long and hard, and then she gives like a specific day. She's like, something in, oh God, I can't remember what she says about what day it is, but it's, hold on. People are screaming at the screen.
Oh. So I think you should grab the clip and put it in the podcast, and then we'll tag Max.
All right, I'll try to do that.
I think you should make miracles happen in social media.
Oh yeah, I'll give that a shot.
Knowing you will do it.
That's a tough one. I'd have to say April 25th because it's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. It's so funny. It's like really funny.
Oh my gosh. All right. So anyway, I'm going to have to watch that.
Oof, God, yeah. It's a really funny movie. Sandra Bullock.
Whoa.
Oh, Lord.
No, don't come in here. Okay. The wheels are off the wagon.
All right, friends. So needles at the ready, people. Thank you.
Yes.
Trunk show with red Stag fiber is from September 17th through the 30th. We talked about our Fua. We talked about the new colors of Lang Payets. We talked about the Cashmere Light. And now we have to talk about something that is brand new that I didn't even know existed. And one of these is coming with me. Because I don't have enough socks.
Oh, yeah. We have Freia's new self-striping sock yarn. And it is, you can't tell from that picture.
So the Freia socks come in these two separate cakes. They're called Soulmates, get it? But they're now, in addition to the gradiating versions, and we just got new ones, we're also now holding on to these new stripes. Look at them.
They're so good.
This one's called Junkyarn. Is that right? Is that something
I believe so. I believe that is how you pronounce it. This is Dirty Hippie.
God, I love that. I don't even know. This one's called Cloud. It's black. They're shades of black and striping.
I believe they are $45.
And this is Pixie. I love it.
Yeah.
So good. So
And
good.
they're superwash. The Shanico Merino, I think. Hand-dyed identical striped sock yarn balls. U.S. Shanico Merino, super soft, super wash.
So you're getting
Machine, wash, and dry.
228 yards per ball.
Oh, I love that one.
I can't decide.
These are great. If you can either make them and give them as a gift, or don't make them and give them
And
as a
actually,
gift.
I believe the pattern that's on the box is available on their website.
Yes. Yes.
Can I see that denim one? I think I like that one the most.
There you go.
I'm just gonna put that in my bag. Just kidding.
And then we also got from Freia some new colors. This Junkyarn is a new color, and then I think there were 3 other new colors. This color is a new color for Tina.
As you can see, there's a lot, and there's a lot of new things in the store, and yeah, we're slowly getting back to normal around here. I'm very much looking forward to that.
I would love that.
I can't wait to come to work.
I can't wait for you to come to work.
I can't wait to drop my kids off for school.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna skip into work that day.
You know that
I'm totally videoing you that day.
You know that commercial when they sing "It's the most wonderful time of the year," and the parents are skipping through Staples.
Yes.
Literally, I couldn't. First of all, I love Staples. I used to work at Staples. Gotta love an organizational thing. All new pens and stuff. The idea of that first day, I'm gonna be up at 5.
Those lunches are gonna be packed the night before. Possibly the morning before.
My nephew goes to the middle school that Harrison's going to, and he's like, Auntie, you got to make sure Harrison has money on his lunch account thing, because the food at the middle school is so much better than elementary school. And I was like, great. Harrison has not brought a home lunch since kindergarten. Like,
wow.
He literally just, he doesn't care. I don't care. I hate making lunches. It is the bane of my existence.
Is the worst.
So last year when Ben was starting kindergarten, I said, do you think you want to have mommy make you a lunch, or do you want to eat hot lunch that they offer at school? That's what Harrison always gets. And he's like, oh, you can make me a lunch, Mom. And I'm like, why did I say it like that?
Man.
But he eventually switched to the good side of,
yeah.
And I don't care. Take my money. Take my money.
Oh my gosh.
I don't care.
I have no problem with it whatsoever.
You save so much less money. You save so much less for the $2.30 that it costs for a lunch.
Yeah.
Although Harrison was, when he was in kindergarten, I got a bill. I didn't know he
Oh.
had been buying lunch and breakfast and milks for all of his friends.
Oh my gosh.
Like, who lets a 5-year-old decide to do that?
The lunch ladies,
I got
apparently.
a $45 bill, and I was like, what? He's only been in school for 2 weeks. How could it be that?
There's something about, like, I don't know, the lunch, like the bill for the lunches where you're like, oh, you know, it's like, you know,
We ran into
I owe money for the lunches.
We ran into his lunch lady from his school that he just left the day after graduation. We were at somewhere, I forget even where we were, and he was like, that's my lunch, getting ice cream. He's like, that's my lunch lady. And I was like, oh, and he goes, she's not my lunch lady anymore. And I was like, you're just
Oh my gosh.
Like, he's like, she really knows me too, because I always have to go up and get more ketchup. Whatever you say. Whatever. Oh yeah. Did we even talk about that?
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. It's kind of important.
We should have probably said this at the beginning.
We should. Maybe you can splice that and
I'll just
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll splice it. I don't even
You'll put it in the title.
I can put a thing. Yes.
That's what you'll do.
Yes. Put a sale in the title. Okay, so we're having a sale.
We are. Actually,
we did. Remember we talked about how you can go on the clearance button in the shop and you hit, and you said you called the marketing people, and we did talk about it already.
we did. Oh,
We are so talented. Oh my God, Lori, I can't.
literally zero short-term memory.
No one is watching us anymore. There's a sale. It's still happening.
It's still happening. It just started, and there are some really good bargains to be had.
And what's really cool, if you're like me and you like to see how much you're actually saving, on the website it shows you how much you're saving.
Yes.
It's a very good feature.
Yes, it does. What else?
In 2 weeks, the kids will be in school and I will be a new woman.
Okay. We're holding you to that.
Yep.
What else? Anything? I feel like there's more. I mean, we have more coming in. We have so much new stuff coming in.
We're expecting a shipment from Ireland. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That'll be an unboxing.
Yes. We haven't done an unboxing in so long. I wanted to do it with the FUA, but it just didn't happen. What else?
Hey, if you like listening to us ramble and forget stuff, like and share and subscribe. All right, I gotta go get my kids.
All right. And
I'm gonna get in trouble.
I gotta send out some packages. So
Thanks, Auntie
there you
Becca,
have
for
it.
watching our children.
Yes. Thanks, Becca.
And Josh.
Oh, and Josh.
I also have to pee.
Okay.
Bye, friends.
Bye. Thank you.